It ain't showing up.
Uh-oh. What's not?
It says we're live,
Yeah, it
but
says we're live up in the corner.
oh, that's weird.
I can check on my phone.
Oh, here we go. At least it's there. Okay, we'll do it this way. I found it. I was trying to share it out. Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Hello.
All Things Wrestling. I'll be with you in a moment. I just got one more share to do.
Nice. I got mine shared out, I
And
think.
we're going to talk about a couple of things. All right. That should do it. Now, as far as we want Friday, I mean, we're not going to talk about breakdown because we got a pay-per-view thing to get to that's coming
Yeah.
up that we want to make predictions and stuff for. But man, on SmackDown, when Solo said Roman Reigns told Paul Heyman Roman Reigns is not coming back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That
That
was
was
like
kind
2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he has this week. He has his acknowledgement ceremony thing, and we've finally got what's his name, Jacob Fatu added to the bunch of the new bloodline. But
Yep.
he
He's a good
goes
one. I like
around
him.
and he gets everybody to acknowledge him, and then he's asked Paul Heyman to acknowledge me, and I'll tell you what, Paul Heyman could win an award for that performance. I mean, he
Yeah.
sat there and he's like, doesn't refuse to acknowledge him and all of this. But you know why he looked the way he did? I read an
Why?
article that Paul Heyman is such a perfectionist. He stayed up for over 24 hours rehearsing that whole little bit.
Oh, wow.
And then, because he didn't shave or anything, it gave him the 5 o'clock shadow, and the lack of
Nice.
sleep made it look like his eyes were all bloodshot and stuff for real. Yeah, obviously for good reasons, but you actually thought there was something more about it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So he did that on purpose to make that look so damn good. That scene. I refuse to acknowledge you, and it's like, yes,
Yep.
finally.
And they threw him through the
Okay.
table.
And then we got. Then let's see. Let me find the picture here. I know it's somewhere. Here it is. I'll bring that up quick. We've got this here. There's another thing to talk about.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P.
Sika Anoy, or however you pronounce her last name,
Works
passed
from.
away. Now, I think this is also going to delay because this is Roman's father, for those of you who don't know. He was a big part of that Samoan dynasty, and I got a good feeling this is going to delay Roman's return.
Definitely. I think so.
I mean, and for good reason.
Yeah. I mean, that's his dad, right?
Right. Well, yeah, that was Roman's father. Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely good.
So, and it was the Usos' uncle because the brother fought the other one. They were the Wild Samoans.
I barely remember them.
You know. So, and the other one would have been like the father of Rikishi, I think. How that
I
goes. I'm
think
a
so.
little, it's such a big family, but you never. Anyway.
Yeah.
Then I was reading, and I got this. I got this from a pretty good source. Okay. It wasn't like, I'm not going to mention names, but there's a few people that really like to spread the rumors, and that half the time their rumors aren't true.
Right.
But this one, I did a little bit more background. We have yet to see the sixth member to Uncle Howdy's group,
Right.
right? And we all know Braun Strowman. Well, it appears that he's not going to be part of it, but there's been talk of Alexa Bliss playing Sister Abigail,
Yeah.
right? Well, the reason she was out for so long, the reason she's been gone for so long, is she gave birth. Okay. And she was getting treatments for skin cancer.
Right.
But on her social media page, she tweeted out her new look. Now, I lost track of that article, so I don't know if I'd find it in time, and I'm not even going to bother to look right now. But her new look would fit right in with that Wyatt 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I can find it in time.
Well, remember when she'd be on the swing set?
Yeah.
And she had that little doll with her?
Yep.
She kind of dressing to look like the doll. Or AKA Sister Abigail.
Right.
So it looks like she will be joining them. But again, that's still a rumor.
Look, I don't know if you can. Is that the one? The look, Joe?
See, did you share it?
I can only. All I could share was the thing. I couldn't get. I didn't find the picture. I just found an article that had the picture.
Oh.
So you'd have to click on that and look. Oh. Because it keeps just wanting me to save the page when I click on the picture of it. That's the one I saw. She's got like black eye stuff on her, and I don't know if that's the same one you saw or not, but either way, yeah, that could be an interesting little. And her and Nikki already have some chemistry from being a tag team before. So.
Right.
They could just play into it. Hey, this one finally called her Abby the Witch instead of Sister Abigail. Nikki's character.
Really?
Everywhere I looked, they always call her Sister Abigail. And I'm like,
yeah, no. I can't find that picture of Alexa Bliss anywhere.
Okay. That's fine.
Oh, wait.
I'm sure somebody can throw it up. We'll find it. Maybe now. No. Let me see something. Go.
Anyway, wherever it was, I don't know. But all I know is it looks like she'll be back soon. Maybe during the Money in the Bank deal.
Right.
Which we're going to talk about that next. Here, let me get to there's a dog barking. It's not my
I think
dog.
it's my little one. I think that's my little one outside.
Why does it do this? The internet doesn't want to work good today. Here we go.
I'm going to shut my window real quick. Where? Sorry. Oh, were you pulling up the Money in the Bank matches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I didn't realize they had that stipulation on that match.
So there's going to be some good matches. I'm sure we're going to be in for some good surprises. I mean, as it's going, we're definitely, because this is a pay-per-view, we are definitely going to see more of the Wyatt Six. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, that picture there. Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. Let's go back to that. I found out where you were. Why didn't you say private chat? That's all right.
I'm sorry, man. I should have. That was on me.
That is her new look. And believe me, if that's the case, she's gonna fit right in with them freaks.
Yes.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I shouldn't have said freaks. That's
No, that's their characters. That's their characters.
I've been waiting for them to come. I've been waiting for them to show up, and I was hoping one of them or somebody was going to do this in a big way, and I'm really happy that it's Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, it definitely had to be him.
I definitely think Bray Wyatt would be proud of his brother for the way he's so far carrying on his legacy. I mean, he's keeping you in suspense. But I think we're going to see more of that at Money in the Bank, and we might see Alexa Bliss show up.
That'd be nice.
Like I said, she was out. When I saw that picture that we showed, the article was talking about her. She was out giving birth, and then she was getting treatment for skin cancer. Pickle Tom, how you doing, Pickle Tom?
Hey, Pickle Tom.
I got something to tell you, Tom. I'm really liking that program that you sent me, and I think we might be changing from StreamYard real soon. So I really like that. I was looking around playing with it all day.
And it's not often Joe plays with it all day.
You're funny. But
sorry, Joe.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's got a lot more features. It's the same price and got a lot more features, and the benefits outweigh outweigh not changing. And the people that own this software has a Facebook town hall meeting every Thursday, answering questions and taking suggestions on what they can do to improve it, which is something this program does not do. So I'm very impressed by them so far. Yep. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Yep. I'm going to the next level real soon. By next month. I mean, I got my Michigan trip coming up, and it's all set. We've got the hotel booked. We're going to be in Michigan for 4 days. We're leaving on the 31st. We're not coming back till August 1st or August 4th. And we are definitely going to be checking out Eloise Insane Asylum. And that's like on the top of one of my bucket lists, because it's on one of those shows, Most Haunted of America. Sorry, folks, don't mean to get off topic of wrestling, but paranormal is my life. So,
all things wrestling, Wyatt Six, paranormal, it all fits together.
Yeah, it does in that way.
There, I linked it.
But I started talking to my partner, the guy that helped me find, between me and my wife, there's one other person that founded the Utterly Insane LLC. And I think Mark's going to enjoy this one too, because I was talking to him on the phone. He was supposed to call me back, never did. So, I'll get to him tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow I am going to stream live from the last ever Monona 4th of July festival. So I'll be taking pictures, talking to people, walking around there, taking video. I'll stream live from there once or twice.
Cool.
But it's the last time ever, and this thing's been going on for 40 plus years, at least. So I'll have some history on it, and I'll put all that up on YouTube. But catch us live when I'll go live to Facebook tomorrow, early in the morning and throughout the day.
That's what I was going to say.
So just to let people know that's coming
Try and
up.
catch them when I can, Joe.
Yeah. And let's see. Now back to Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. I'm going to have to watch it late, but I'll be watching it. I'm going to a birthday party on Saturday.
Always more important. Family.
And then I might be going and hanging out in Columbus for like carnival and see an old childhood friend. Anyway, so we started out this Money in the Bank, and now remember, I said that the Wyatt Six is going to make an appearance. Don't forget that, people. It may not say that anywhere, and it may not be on the card, but believe me, it's coming. But
you got
Seth
Chad
Rollins,
and Jay in there. So
Seth Rollins, and I love how this is turning out. Seth Rollins returns to challenge Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title. Now, that match, I think Damian Priest has a lot to prove, for one. They don't think he can do it alone,
right.
and he's now got this weight on his shoulder to prove to everybody that he can do it alone. So that means no Judgment Day.
Right.
But I think the Judgment Day is close to falling apart because, one, Mommy just got married to what is that guy? Buddy Morgan or Buddy something. Anyway, she married her long. He's a wrestler too.
Yeah.
So he's going to be returning with her when she returns too, by the way. That's the rumor. The other thing is the way Liv Morgan is taking everything Rhea had away from her, like her moves, the belt. First it was the belt, now it's the moves, now it's the Judgment Day. She helped the Judgment Day get tag team titles. I thought that was fucking bullshit. But
taking a little dum-dum.
Right. And I mean, we all know this is scripted because Dom's married to his high school sweetheart. Unless this isn't scripted, then she's got to be fuming.
Right.
And Dom's in the doghouse. I did like the way his dad got to whip his ass again.
Yeah. I didn't realize the stipulation until I just saw it on here. If Priest wins, Rollins can never challenge for the title. If Rollins wins, Priest must leave the Judgment Day.
Yeah, see, this whole Money in the Bank thing is going to be the end of the Judgment Day.
So
okay, and depending on where this match sits in the card
order,
Drew McIntyre already said that if he wins Money in the Bank, he's cashing it in that night. So whoever has that belt, if it's afterwards, may not have it for long.
Right. Unless Punk screws him again.
Yeah, which is a good because CM Punk did make that comment that as long as he's got a breath in him, Drew McIntyre is not going to win that title.
Right. But that's,
And we saw Damian Priest get screwed several times when he won Money in the Bank last year and he tried to cash in.
Right.
So that's, a very good possibility there.
Yeah.
But first, he's got to win he's got to win the Money in the Bank, and that Money in the Bank. I mean, you look at this. That Money in the Bank ladder match has got some pretty tough competitors in it.
Okay. Got your favorite Chad Gable in it?
Yeah,
Chad's going to take bumps and
Chad Gable is just nothing but a rip-off artist.
Yep.
I mean, everything about him reminds me of Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
But here's the other thing though. You got to realize if LA Knight, now this is the thing that's going to be interesting, because if LA Knight wins the title, he's going to be the first one to cash it in on the non-heavyweight title. Because he's going after Logan Paul. He already said that.
Interesting.
He says, if I win Money in the Bank, Logan Paul is losing that U.S. title.
Didn't Austin Theory cash in on like the U.S. title or one of those?
I don't remember. I try not
to be one of the first to do it, if not the first. You're correct.
Right, but he's going to cash in on the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got this. Who's the black guy? I forgot that guy's name.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yep. He's a high flyer.
And I think that chip is going to get him, off kilter, so that loses focus. But I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm going to say this now, I wouldn't be surprised if main event Jay, actually that's going to be my pick, main event Jay Uso wins this Money in the Bank.
Interesting.
Okay. I never bet against the Samoans.
Right. I think I'm going to go with that too. I think Drew will come real close, and that's when CM Punk will destroy him.
I'm going to say it's either going to be Jay Uso or LA Knight. Okay.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure it's going to be main event Jay walking away with the win.
I like Jay with the win too.
And LA Knight's going to have to find another way to get that title off of Logan Paul.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because him and Logan Paul's got a beef, and I'm, Logan Paul at this rate, he's burning a lot of his bridges right now.
Yeah.
With them brass knucks.
I know. On top of his already steel fingers or hand or whatever.
Right. It's titanium knuckles plus his just attitude.
Yeah.
He didn't really earn his way there, I guess, like the rest of them did.
Yep. At least he can perform, though. I mean, some of those celebrities that get in there, they look like Snoop Dogg looked horrible. Of course, but I'm just using him as an example. He's the only one I can think of. But at least Paul can actually go, is all I'm saying.
And this is the other one. This one's going to be a hell of a match, too. There's the women's lineup. Now,
I think that was Tiffy time, I think.
I noticed that the Damage Control tried to get Dakota Kai the win.
Yeah.
Tried to help her. And that would have made two of them. But you look at this, it's really going to be every woman for themselves.
Yeah.
No tag
Chelsea.
teams made it in there. But see, the other thing I noticed is during those qualifying matches, you had Bianca,
Yeah.
and then you had uh, uh, what's her name? Bianca's partner,
Oh, Jade.
Jade, and then neither one of them got it. So I got a feeling that they're going to stay a tag team and they're going to go at getting those tag team titles back.
I was reading a lot of people weren't happy with Jade's work.
Right. I thought Jade would have won the qualifying match, but shit happens.
Yep.
You know, when there's no rules and no disqualifications, no countouts and triple threat matches to qualify. You know, but I think she needs to work with her, you know, before she gets I think they're going to make her work with the tag team a little longer before she goes solo.
Yep.
So that makes me think that they're going to have them go after the titles again.
Yeah.
But here, who you pick? Who's your pick?
I'm going with the popular pick right now. I'm going to go with Tiffany. Tiffy time. It's either going to be that one or Chelsea, but I'm going with Tiffany.
Yeah, well, you know why they might win is they're opportunists. I mean, think about this. You get this. They play it smart. You sit there, you wait around, and you take advantage when everybody else is preoccupied.
Yep.
That's how they got into the money and that's how they won the qualifiers. They basically was playing possum in the corner, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes a pin by them. You know.
Yeah. No, that's smart though. I mean.
But see, you've got that former the damage control one is
Io Sky.
Io Sky, and then you got Naomi, and I don't think the other four have been in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah,
just those two.
Yeah, unless they've done something in NXT like that with Zoe Stark, I'd have to say I agree with you. But yeah, not on the main roster. No, not at all.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right. One of those two might win.
Just because I heard Chelsea say something like she wants to bring back the Divas title if she gets the title back. So I think they could play some stupid storyline into that if she gets the Money in the Bank. And no, we want to be real women. We don't want the Divas title. Hell no. You know that kind of thing.
Right, right. Well, that's the way it should be. They shouldn't bring it back.
Right. No, that should not come back. That's why I'm saying that's the only reason I can see her.
See, here's the thing. I've said this before. I think they need to revitalize the television title, okay, and bring it back. And I think the women need an Intercontinental title, and the women need a U.S. title.
Yep.
Okay. No. And I've said this before. You can go back and watch. I've said it on Jeremy's show. I've said it on this show, and I'll keep saying that.
And I agree with you 100 on that. I'd like to see Lyra win, or whatever her name is.
I think I'm going to put my money on Io Sky for this match.
Okay.
Because she's got damage control in her corner.
Okay.
And they can interfere in this match legally and get away with it.
That's true. And I always got to think of that. I used to when I was a kid. I'd always be like, "Damn it!" And my brother would always be like, "Well, it's a no DQ," and I'm like, "True. I can't get mad if it's a no DQ."
Now, this is going to be a hell of a match.
Bloodline. That's my pick. I'll just say it up front.
Whoops. That's going to be a hell of a match.
But it's only going to be 3 of the 4 Bloodline, right? It's not going to be all 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't think Solo's involved or Jacob's involved in this. I think it's Solo, the other 2, and Jacob's going to, but see, you got to realize it's 4-on-1, 4-on-3.
Yeah,
But
essentially, yeah.
But here's my thing. All right. I got a feeling there's going to be somebody else coming to Cody and Randy and Kevin's aid if Jacob gets involved in this. You know, and I don't want to say for sure because, you know, I don't know the order of the matches, and, you know, it could be Jay after he wins or loses or whatever. It could be Jimmy for all we know.
That's what I was thinking, Jimmy, if somebody comes.
Hell, it could even be Roman showing up.
Yep.
You know, and that would be a way for him to change face, I guess. You know. Okay.
That could be an interesting match.
But I think Randy, Kevin, and Cody have got that match. Because the two things, Kevin and Randy have two things that the other side doesn't have. I mean, they've perfected, you know, Kevin does like Stone Cold Stunner, you know.
Yep.
But Randy's got that RKO where he's proven time and time again where it comes out of fucking nowhere.
I love it.
You know, he's got some guy coming off the top of the ropes, the next thing you know, RKO. You know, he gets in place, you know.
Or like you did to the Judgment Day guy.
You know, I think Solo's team is underestimating those three. And that's going to be another thing to nip him in the ass.
I'd be interested again to see what this one is on the card, because if it's been like all bad guys that are winning, I think the good guys will win. If it's been like mainly good guys, I think Bloodline will win. Because they usually do something like that. So, just for levels. Pop back.
Then here's another one. This way.
We got a couple more, right?
I think so.
Well, now we got the Sammy match, and
it's right here. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. That one is going to be a slobber knocker.
Oh God, yeah. That one will be good.
I've seen Sami Zayn take a lot of punishment and a hell of a beating and then make a comeback. This one, I am not going to call this match because it's going to be too close to call. I know where Braun Breaker comes from. I know his bloodline. You know, obviously,
the Steiners.
He's wrestling royalty. All right, his uncle and his dad is Rick and Scott Steiner. His dad is Rick Steiner. You know, the dog-faced gremlin. And he's got a lot of moves from the Steiners.
Yes.
You know, he can do the Frankensteiner. He does a lot of their moves, and he even does that. I think the audience too would wish that he'd do that Rick move more often, where he goes, oh, 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 you know.
Yeah, I think he used to do it at first a little bit.
Well, remember, Rick used to have the headgear on, and he'd come to the ring, you know, with his Letterman's jacket and his brother, and he'd be going, woof, woof, you know, like a dog.
He'd run around the ring and
yeah. And the audience was just eating it up.
I loved it. His Michigan leather jacket. I remember that.
I mean, those guys were something else. This is going to be a slobber knocker.
I'm going to pick Braun Breaker, I think. Just because.
Well, if anybody can take the title from Sammy right now, it is Braun Breaker.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have somebody else that can deal. Well, look what he got to get it. So I think
I mean, he went through a lot to get it. But I also don't think he's going to hold on to it. I think he's going to hold on to it longer.
Yeah.
But like I said, this one's going to be too close to call because they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm really on you, but I'm just gonna by a dog's ball hair, I'm gonna say Braun. I think, yeah. And I think I don't know if I even predicted Damian versus Seth, or if we've even got to that really yet.
Yeah, we did at the top.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm taking Damian on that one, I think.
Yeah, so those are the matches for Money in the Bank this Saturday. And yeah, like I said, the Damian Seth match, however that plays out, Seth he wants the belt back. He wants the record. I mean, he wants to break Ric Flair's record.
Yeah.
And I think the only one that's close to it is tied with him right now. Tied with Flair.
Yeah.
And I think that's Randy Orton. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Randy's close.
Because he's like 15 and 16-time world champion, Ric Flair is, and that's the goal, to beat that. All right, his daughter's already beaten that. But the thing about this match is egos are at stake too.
Yeah,
you got two of the biggest egos right now on Monday Night Raw. All right. And they're gonna butt heads for that title. Seth had to give it up. Obviously he lost it, but he was injured. He definitely needed the surgery that he went out for. He should have gotten his back, should have got back surgery too at the same time, but he didn't. But the whole thing is, if Damian keeps his word and the Judgment Day stays out of the whole thing, then it's going to be a good fair match.
Yeah.
And then I think Seth might win it. Okay. Because I think the longer it goes, the advantage is going to be in Seth's corner.
Yeah.
I'm
curious, and I haven't seen Seth wrestle, so I'm curious to see how healed he is, I guess is the word.
Right.
If his back is still jacking up or not, or because I don't want to see Seth win it and then have to give it up in 2 weeks because his back is all jacked up again or something.
Right. But I think this is a good way, because I've been saying this for a long time too, is I think the Judgment Day has been holding Damian Priest back.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to get out on his own.
So I think this is a good way for him to get out of it without quitting.
Or, and I have a hell of an idea here popping in my head. We got Judgment Day. Damian leaves them. Of course, whatever happens, he loses the belt, say tonight. Monday night, he pops up with Rhea and Buddy to fight. Judgment Day with Liv and JD and Finn. And
it could be. That could be. That could be a good match.
Yeah. I know there's short one guy there, but whatever. That happens a lot. I mean, we see that in that 6-man match too. It's actually 4-on-3 too, with Kevin Owens. And
then you got and then we've got a lot of possibilities of when, because wrestlers tend to appear at the pay-per-views, and show up and make the returns. We've got, like I said, we've got Alexa Bliss. Yeah. She's due to make her comeback anytime now. And we could see it here with the Wyatt Six. And then you've got Rhea Ripley. The Judgment Day, but maybe Rhea Ripley shows up and ends up showing up to be in Damian's corner.
That'd be cool.
And then, there's a lot of possibilities that could play out.
Yeah.
You
And there's
know,
always new people that can show up too that aren't even, we don't know, that signed to WWE, that just show up to support
right.
somebody. And there's
But
always Punk and Brock floating out there. And
and you can definitely tell that they're gonna, you know, though that Wyatt 6 is just getting started. So
yeah,
you can almost guarantee that they're going to be part of this pay-per-view.
they need to. Well, like you said, the two people that they've been whatevering the most, Gable and Jey Uso, they've always appeared after. And hey, look, they're in the Money in the Bank ladder match together.
Yeah.
So,
And then you've got, let's see, WWE.
Have you watched any AEW or any of that stuff? Or
I've been trying. I don't always know when it's on.
yeah, I know it's
Um,
on tonight. I mean, probably right now as we're talking, it's probably on. But it records on my thing, and so I just have to go back and I kind of.
I know that there's talk of Shane McMahon showing up
Yeah,
in AEW. But see, AEW is so big with so many different belts that
yeah,
sometimes it's hard to keep track of.
yeah. They got a lot of belts, and they got like 3 shows, I think, now too. Plus the guy that owns them owns Ring of Honor now too, so he's got that as a backup show too. So it's like, Jesus. It's not a bad show. And Sasha Banks is on there. How do you feel about her? Well, Mercedes money.
Yeah, and people are saying, oh, you know, Becky Lynch wants to leave and go there because Mercedes is there and they haven't fought for a title or whatever, and you know, that rumor you can pretty much shoot down because I don't think Becky Lynch is going to go over there without her husband.
The only reason I would even put any truth in that is because she copyrighted Rebecca Quinn as a name last week or something.
Right.
And that would be the only reason I would say that. But I agree with you 100% again. But,
you know, I mean, that plus, you know, I can see her doing it, but it's going to fuck up their whole schedule of traveling together and all of this.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Unless Seth's thing is up, well, I don't know. His contract is up. I don't know when. But unless it's up in like 4 months and he just wants to go home and be daddy, and then she can go fight Mercedes or something. But otherwise, yeah, I don't see.
And it looks like right now she's got 2 belts.
Yeah. The belt she was supposed to win when she broke her ankle last year, she just won, and then she's got the whatever, basically the TV title for the women over there.
Oh, they got the TV title. Okay.
Yeah, they do have a TV title for women over there. So she's got that one and whatever one she was supposed to win when she broke her ankle last year. She won it like 2 days ago or something.
And Sarah injured unsafe after. Yeah. Apparently Sarah, that's at Paige.
Right, yeah. Used to be Paige, yeah.
That's Paige. Yeah, I forgot. She's over there too.
Yeah.
You know, they got some great talent over there, and then they've got some, you know, washed up kind of veterans over there from WWE. Yeah. I mean,
it's not a bad watch. It's like I said, I watch it kind of. Oh shit! It's Saturday afternoon. What else is there to do? Oh yeah, I forgot I recorded this. Let me watch an episode or 2 of it. But I don't like religiously sit down in front of my TV with a bowl of popcorn and let me watch what Sasha's going to do tonight. Let me see what Britt Baker's going to do. Britt Baker's another good one I like.
I think I tend to watch WWE more because That's what
Yeah.
I've been watching for years. And back in WCW and Who Killed WCW and all that, I was always flipping back and forth,
Yep, me
um,
too.
especially during the
I
Monday Night Wars.
When they both started coming on at the same time, I actually ended up with two TVs. I was living in a dorm room, and I had two TVs. So I'd have them both on, and whichever one looked more interesting, the other one would be muted.
But I'm going to leave people with this. I'm going to put this in there.
Oh, he's putting something in there.
Well, I'm just doing it for, let's see.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. You know what you're doing.
Do that. And we'll scroll it. There we go. There we go. That's the newest locker code for
Oh, okay.
WWE 2K24. So that's the newest locker code. Plus, there's I haven't turned it on and downloaded it, but there's also a new what would you call it? A bonus pack or an edition pack. So if you got the ultimate edition of the game, it's a free download.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I'll have to go
So
back in there. I haven't played it in a couple weeks.
yeah, so there's your new locker code for 2K24.
Oh, and I like that 75 VC on there too. That's always nice.
Yep, it is.
I was hated that having to damn it, I want that. Let me buy more.
I just wish. I mean, I don't mind the Bailey card, but I wish it was something better than Austin Theory.
You don't like Austin Theory?
And I hope the free agent card is really worth it too.
Yeah.
No, I don't like. I really don't like Austin Theory at all.
The chosen one until Vince.
Yeah, I mean he reminded me. Here's a good analogy. He reminded me a lot of Jeff Gordon. Okay, when Jeff Gordon was a rookie during his rookie years in NASCAR let him get away with a lot of shit. If a normal driver, I'm serious, if a normal driver would have done stuff like a veteran driver would have done the stuff that Jeff Gordon did, they would have been fined big time or black flagged or something, right? Jeff Gordon just got a little slap on the wrist. Don't do that no more, right? Because they wanted to use him, upper management. So in this case, Vince McMahon, see?
Yep.
Wanted to use him as a poster boy to bring in the younger generation.
I don't think it worked.
The younger fans.
Yeah. Well, maybe it worked. I don't know. I didn't catch on to him ever.
So
I laughed at him more than anything when I saw him.
And his marriage was all a farce. Jeff Gordon's as queer as a $3 bill. Okay. But his marriage was all a farce because it was set up by NASCAR, and the woman Brooke Gordon, it was like 2 years or whatever it was before they married him off or whatever, because they didn't want the public to know that they had a gay race car driver. She was a trophy girl for the Winston Cup and handed Dale Earnhardt Sr. his last championship cup.
Oh, wow. That's cool, though. That's cool.
So then there was always, what does Brooke Gordon do to her pussy before she sets it in his car? Oh, she kisses him. Oh, you want a high chair for, Yeah, I go on and on about him, but same thing applies. Austin Theory, because Vince McMahon picked him as the guy, he was able to get away and helped him win the title and stuff that he won the very first time. He thought he was privileged and had a golden spoon in his mouth and could get away with everything, and he became more cocky than ever.
Yep.
You know, I still think he needs to be humbled and taken down a notch.
And now he's with your other guy, Grayson Waller.
Well, that guy wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't in the company of Austin Theory. He'd probably be a lot different if he wasn't tagging with this, you know, person that thinks he's privileged. I mean, now that Vince McMahon's gone, he's no longer protected.
Right.
You know. But I mean, I saw Vincent do that in the past. You know, he picked somebody. You know, they did that with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But Randy Orton took it, and you know, look, he became the Legend Killer. You know, all that. And I mean, he surpassed his father, broke records, like the youngest champion, all this stuff. But he didn't let it go to his head too badly. He didn't become super cocky like this little fuck.
No.
You know.
Oh.
Big difference. What's the matter? So I think that's where we'll end it till next week.
Till next week. Yep.
Or whatever. But we got our picks. We'll go over it again quick. Let's see.
Yeah.
I lost the list.
I did too.
All right. We'll go over it one more time. We'll say our picks one more time. Here we go. I'm getting to the card. We got Seth frickin' Rollins, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest for me.
And I think Seth Rollins is going to win it. Because I think that's their way that they're going to cause the Judgment Day to fall.
Right, and I could see that.
Okay. Then we've got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which is Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad, whatever his name is.
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. And
I think we both picked Jey Uso there, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it's either going to be, if it's not Jey Uso, it's going to be LA Knight.
I'm saying Jey Uso there too. I like that pick actually.
You know, that's my choice there. And then we've got Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens against the Bloodline. And I don't do this too often, but I'm going to bet against the Samoans this time.
I was going to say, you're betting against the Samoans, Joe. Come on. But I get you. I get what you're saying.
I said it from day one when I first saw Randy Orton's first match in WWE. I said he was going to be awesome and he was going to surpass his father in no time, and he did it
by far.
You know,
I want that new RKO shirt he's wearing where it says R and then it's like Kevin Owens symbol.
Yeah.
I want that shirt.
I mean, I kind of missed the RK Bro thing because him and Matt Riddle back in the day, but this new tag team with him and Kevin Owens are a little on the devastating side.
Yeah,
those two finishing moves, the RKO and the Stone Cold Stunner. Yeah, it's but he does it to pay homage because Stone Cold trained him somewhat.
Yep, and
gave him permission to use that. And I've always been a fan of Cody and the Rhodes family. Yep. So those three combined together, I think have got a big, huge chance to win.
Nice.
So that's my pick there.
Right, like I said, Bloodline. I'm not betting against
Bloodline.
I am. I'm not going to bet against him here.
Okay, and then we got the women's Money in the Bank, and you're saying either Tiffany time or the other one.
Yeah, I'm picking Tiffany, but I could see the other one winning too.
And I think Io Sky is going to win it.
And honestly, if I'm picking who I want to win it, not analyzing and being like, oh, who I think I would like to see Lyra win it myself.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would too.
But I'm not
She's
seeing
a
that
wild
happening.
card because she just came over from NXT.
Yeah, and I loved her entrance on that last.
Oh, I loved her entrance too.
And that's
But
the first time I've ever seen
I
her.
think Io Sky is going to have some outside interference help.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Oh yeah, and I forgot about Damage Control completely after my pick, but I'll stick with it.
And then I basically said on the Intercontinental title that I can't pick. It's too close to call. One's gonna be a slobber knocker. You're gonna definitely hear the audience going, "This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome!"
Holy
They're gonna take each other to the limits.
And I'm picking Braun by that much. I agree with you pretty much.
He's very talented and he could win, but he tends to let his aggression. I think I will pick. He tends to let the aggression get it. I'm going to go with Sammy to hold the title.
Nice. I like that pick.
Because I think he's going to make a mistake and let his aggression get the best of him.
That could very well be a miss there in the corner, and then you get the Halula kick or whatever he calls it.
Because Breaker's talented, but he ain't got control over his emotions when he's in the ring. He lets him get the best of him. And that can cost him.
Yep.
So those are my picks, and those are Chris's picks, and that's the card. And it should be an interesting night of surprises.
Yeah, I might watch it. I'm not sure. Sometimes I have to go back. Sometimes I not watch it live. Sometimes I go back.
Well, I'm going to be watching it live this weekend because I don't know how long I'm going to be gone.
Absolutely.
I'm taking a trip to my cousin's birthday party. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bars, so that one I ain't going to stay long enough to say hi and, meet some family. Hang out with family for a while.
Right? No, total.
And tomorrow, being kind of the 4th of July weekend, tomorrow is the 4th of July. Yep. Monona, Wisconsin is holding their last ever Monona 4th of July festival after I don't know how many years. You know what? We got time. I can look that up.
Right.
Because, well, either way. After 40 some odd years, they're not holding it anymore. So I'm going to go down, take pictures, and do a little live feed from my camera in the 4th of July festival.
That's cool.
Tomorrow.
That's cool.
So there's not going to be no retro review tomorrow and no Insane Asylum on Friday. So you'll see me next week unless we go golf it with Tom.
I was going to say, no golfing either?
Well, that's up to Tom. I host it, but, we'll have to wait. But anyway, stay safe, everybody. Have a good 4th of July weekend. And hopefully all goes well for everybody.
Yep. And everybody stay safe.
Make sure you tune in for Money in the Bank. It's going to be a hell of a match.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Well, I think they're going to be working up. I still think there's going to be a civil war at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
A bloodline civil war. But I think if Roman was going to come back, it wouldn't be at SummerSlam or at Survivor Series because it's too early after his father passed away.
Yeah.
He might be done filming and everything because he's got 2 movies coming out.
Yep.
But
I know I think he had wrapped one and was working on the other one. So
right. And that alone delayed that, and his father being sick delayed his return, but now his father's passing is going to delay it even further, I think.
Yep.
So, I mean, we might not see him until Survivor Series.
Yeah, that could be.
I mean, it could be the Usos getting back together, and then so on and so forth, and saying they got a secret partner and so on and so forth, and then all of a sudden, surprise, it's Roman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cue Roman music. Yep.
So, and that could throw Solo and them all off balance. You know.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. I like it. I'm liking that a lot.
I mean, if I was creative, it'd be done a lot different. That's for sure.
Yeah.
No rehashing of bullshit.
Yeah.
So, stay safe till next week.
Till next week, everybody. Have a good one.
And we are out of here.